Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Hex. Welcome back to some more Skyblock over on Complex Gaming. In today's video, guys, we are going to be doing Project Hypixel Part 2. If you guys did not see Part 1, pretty much what we did is build 21 layers of wheat, 21 layers of beetroot, 21 layers of potato, and then 21 layers of carrot. With that being said, we also unlocked a new crop for our milestones. Since the last video, we actually completed all the milestones we needed for the farming milestones, and now we have melon unlocked. With that being said, though, we also have to do 388,000 of all the crops now. With us unlocking melon, we are going to have to destroy all the crops at the very bottom of the field. What I plan on kind of doing, instead of just digging out the holes for all the water, I am just going to just destroy all the field completely and just rebuild it, especially since we have a stacker wine now. So rebuilding this field is actually going to take no time compared to how long it actually took us to build this. Also, we are going to be doing the sugarcane revamp in today's video. I kind of got the layout a little bit started just to see how I wanted to do it. If you guys are wondering why we're going to be doing water per layer instead of just one big water source going all the way down, that is just so we can add slabs. That way we can have like a wall to brace our backs on when we're farming the sugarcane. It'll just make it a lot quicker to be able to farm instead of needing to like hold your mouse and like balance yourself like kind of perfectly all the time. It's just a lot more easy when you can just kind of have your back, like I said, against something versus you have to float around. And for me, it's kind of just annoying. So this is just gonna make it a lot easier. The only bad thing though is that farm does not line up with this farm. So you know what that means. We're going to have to destroy it completely. And just like that, guys, the farm is now all gone. We have finally destroyed it all. It only took me a couple minutes. Just ignore all the just ignore all the blocks missing. We're not gonna worry about that. But yeah, no. So now this is all we're left with. The whole entire farm gone. I did stock up on at least a dub of the sugarcane. That way I didn't have to spend too much money. Like I said, you know, mine the whole thing. Super quick, super fast, no issues, easy cleanup. But now it's time to get started on the actual build itself. We got one of the layers completely built, and this is pretty much how it's going to look. It's super basic design. All I did was simply just put a cobble wall right here about halfway. That way I can fly and like have something to brace my back against. And then on the top layer, it's just the cobblestone that you would use to brace. And then I went ahead and added some leaves here on the edges. That way the water looked a lot cleaner. And then I did the same over here because I don't know, I feel like when we expand the island, it's just gonna look very ugly if we just have water flowing everywhere off the sugarcane farm. So went and tidied it up a little bit. I went and build the rest of the layers, and then we're going to fill it all in with water and then slap some sugarcane on every single one of these layers. The only reason why I went ahead and started both of these layers is because, well, I had a full PV and I've used almost majority of it just on 2 layers. So I definitely know I'm not going to have enough sugarcane to completely finish this farm in today's video. But that's okay, because we also have a melon farm that we are going to be slapping down at the end of the video. So I decided not to bore you guys with any more time lapses because this farm took a long time to build. Like it took me a lot longer than I was expecting. But that's also because I was doing extra stuff that you probably don't have to do, but I do enjoy doing it because it makes it a lot more enjoyable to actually farm the cane. But now it's time to do some other stuff. You can see here, your boy has placed some TNT over all the glowstone, and I went ahead and sponged all the water. It's time to make this place go boom boom. So one thing I didn't really think about before I slapped up this giant cane farm was the fact that I needed to get rid of all this dirt, and the only way to get rid of all this dirt quickly and efficiently is TNT. Well, you see here, there's still a big section that I'm gonna have to mine. Same for over here too. This farm, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't really care if it blows, gets blown up at all. This farm is just kind of here to be extra, because we are going to be moving all of these crop farms to the end fully, and then keeping this sugarcane and melon and pumpkin. It's time to blow this whole place up. What would you guys do if you ever got online and saw your island or blowing up the whole entire bottom of your island? Would you guys report them? Let me know down in the comments though. What would you guys do? What would your reaction be to this? Huh? Sure, let me know. So I got rid of all the blocks from the bottom of the island, and we're going to be starting fresh from the start. Hope you guys did enjoy that little time lapse with the TNT explosion. I had a lot of fun. I love the fact that they the server gives you the option to turn TNT on, because some servers they just fully disable it. So this is the template for the melon farm. It's nothing crazy. It's just a simple 8 blocks wide water source, 8 blocks wide, and another water source. And I just repeated that all the way down. Went ahead and started a little bit just to visualize the idea in my head. This is going to allow us to just pretty much run the dirt from one border all the way to the other border, and it's going to be super easy, especially since we have a stacker on and all we're doing is placing dirt. This is my favorite part. This is what I've been looking for. Project Hypixel as a whole, this is probably the easiest part of the whole project. Like, the reason why I say the melon farm is the easiest one to build out of all the Project Hypixel farms is that's just simply just because all you're doing is placing one seed all the way down and you're just placing dirt. You're not like really doing a whole lot. Like, they're on these farms, they're easy. They're just very time consuming compared to a melon farm. And then the sugarcane farm, it's also very easy to build, but the only difference is it's very time consuming. Like, did I need to put these little slabs here to like give me a little back brace? No, I didn't. But guess what? It definitely will help the process a lot more, because now when I'm flying down this, I can just sit here and hug this wall. Versus if there's just an opening gap, it's kind of like I have to like hover here, and it's like it's a lot easier not being able to like really worry about your screen as much, And no, when I say that, I don't mean I'm macroing or nothing. It just means I can watch my Netflix at the same time I harvest some sugarcane. So guys, the farm is done. It took me a couple hours, definitely a lot longer than I was expecting. I was expecting to be done with this farm, honestly, like 2 hours ago. Main reason is I did not realize that the stacker wand would not work on the seeds, and the main reason for that is when you right click on the seeds, it does not say melon seeds, it says melon stem. So that way you cannot use the stacker wand on the seeds. It breaks my heart. I had a hand place this whole entire farm. I know it's not much. It's just the time, the effort. I didn't realize. On top of that, where the glowstone's at, there's water right below that, and I forgot ice cannot be broke it won't like spit out water if there's nothing below it. And I had a hand place water and all the spots. Thankfully, that part didn't take long. It was mainly just the seeds and hoeing. The hoeing part also killed me. I had to hoe every single farmland here because I couldn't place the farmland ahead of time because I needed the water there. In order to get the water there, I needed something to place the water on. So it was a lot of work. But the main island is pretty much done. This is going to be the milestones that we're going to be grinding for, honestly, the rest of the season. I know that's not super exciting to some of you guys. I do apologize, but that's literally all we're going to be doing for the rest of the season is milestones now. Because we got our cobble gym for the overworld here. We have a cobble gym built in the end already. On top of that, we have a giant crop farm in the end that we're going to be expanding here in the next couple days. On top of that, we now have our melon farm. When we are ready for the pumpkin farm is going to go right on top of the melon farm. The only issue though is going to be the sugarcane farm. I did not build it high enough up that way I could double stack these farms. I definitely probably still could, but it's going to be super tight in these areas. So I'm probably going to have to go back through and break all this cobblestone and replace it with trapdoors maybe. I don't know. I'm going to find some way to make it work. That way I don't lose out on this whole entire section of the pumpkin farm that we'll have to build later in the future. Because like I said, we'll be doing melon, sugarcane, potato, all the crops pretty much for the rest of the season. With that being said, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. This one probably is going to be a little long. Do apologize for that. But don't worry, guys. Skyblock content isn't going to go away. It's just going to slow down a little bit because we are going to be starting a couple more series if you guys have not seen the Windcraft series. And then a couple other ones I have not announced yet. So stay tuned. But as always, guys, it's been your boy Hex. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.